I'm completely unprepared.
I was too.
I completely forgot that Survivor Series was this weekend. Are you ready?
Yeah. Just do it live.
I don't feel like you're ready.
Do it live. It's probably already live anyway.
I mean, maybe.
It definitely is now. I know it is.
Hello, everyone. What's going on? ECW here with your co-host, as always, TR72Pro. TR, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
How you doing?
I'm moving frantically
Why are you moving?
because I'm doing things. I'm getting in position. I'm unprepared too.
I'm eating. That's how unprepared I am. All right,
Mm-hmm.
but we're here today to talk about NXT Takeover Toronto and Survivor Series, which I'll be missing NXT Takeover Toronto, unfortunately.
Ouch.
Oklahoma is playing that at the same exact time, and I'm not missing my team play.
There's a lot of things happening on Saturday at the same exact time. It's really frustrating.
It's very frustrating. Incredibly frustrating. So, I guess we should start. What was the last pay-per-view we missed? Hell in a Cell?
I think so. I'm running them all together right now.
What'd you think of Hell in a Cell?
Um, I'm saddened the main event went the way it did. I'm really glad that it did go in the main event, but I'm just saddened that it ended up being not up to par as what I was thinking it was going to be, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm much more saddened about the result, actually. I'll take that back. I'm much more saddened about the result because Sasha easily should have won that. I'm shocked she didn't win that. I'm still to this day shocked.
I don't get it. I think the only reason why they did because Charlotte, they wanted like a heel captain for Raw. I
It still
think.
doesn't make sense, though.
I don't
Even
know
with that.
because they wanted Becky Lynch to be the captain and she's the face. I don't know. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's really,
It
really.
was right in their hands. It was. I said this to someone earlier that I thought this was almost as important as basically winning it on WrestleMania because that's the type of stage that they set for Sasha to win.
They had their biggest. They had the big entrance too for both of them.
Exactly, which is great. But gosh darn,
That was upsetting. I remember in my initial review, I thought that the match was. I thought the match was good, but man, did it fell off a cliff.
yeah.
The
I'm still, regardless, again, so happy that it happened to be in a main event. I'm happy that it actually went down. It's going to go down in history as one of those really big matches in terms of women's wrestling.
yeah. Um, Owens and Jericho was great though.
Yes, definitely. Jericho with coming in. I expected it to be an interference, but they played the interference very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. It was easily the match of the night, in my opinion.
Um, what else happened? I can't remember.
We had Reigns and Rusev, which was okay for what it was.
I guess.
Trying to think of what else might have happened on that show because I honestly don't remember anymore. The cruiserweights didn't really do much for me. Kendrick winning was okay. I'm really happy about that.
Yeah,
Even though I didn't really have much of any emotion into it, but I'm down with it.
sure.
I don't remember what else happened on the show. I really don't.
I don't think anything else did. Oh, tag team, Sheamus and fucking Cesaro.
That was such a weird ending.
Yeah.
How are we going to get another rematch after all this and probably going into roadblock with it? But that's just such a weird ending.
I don't get it.
I can't remember the last time the New Day successfully defended their titles. Like, hasn't been a long time. SummerSlam, they didn't do it.
Clash of Champions.
I'm trying to think of who they were facing. They were facing the club, weren't they?
Of course they were. The club loses all the time.
Sounds about right.
It is right. Man, the club has been fucked. Oh, fuck the club now. It's so sad that I'm saying that.
I think they're going to really come out on this show, and I'm going to tell you why later. It'll probably open the show too.
You think so?
Maybe.
Yeah, that was all that really happened on Hell in a Cell.
All I know about. I don't know what else happened on the show.
I'm trying to think of some other news. Did you hear about it? Oh, thank God my garage likes to open. Did you hear about Joey Styles?
Not the full story, but I know what happened.
Man, is he a fucking idiot.
I don't know the comments that he said, but I know the end result.
Well, I'll just, for people who don't know, I'll tell it. So pretty much, he was doing Evolve 72 for Flow Slam's first ever, for Evolve's first ever show on the Flow Slam network. And it was a big deal to them and whatnot, and Joey Styles was doing commentary, and supposedly all night he was just really bad. He was all about himself. He wouldn't focus on, like, the match. He was just really bad. I don't know. I didn't see the show. So a lot of people said he was terrible even before this happened. But at a certain point before the main event, he was told before the show not to make any political remarks. And yet, right before he's about to tell this joke, he goes, I was even told by Gabe Sapolsky not to make political jokes. But whoever was the ring announcer, if Trump was here, he would grab you by the and
No.
yeah. And Gabe went on Twitter and he said, "We've parted ways with Joey Styles," and even a couple of other people that are that Joey Styles commentates for have all let him go. So, Joey, you done fucked up.
Joey really doesn't care anymore at this point.
No.
He's lost everything.
But he was like, he even, backstage supposedly he was apologizing to everyone, saying, "I'm sorry, I fucked up." And he realized he done, like, wow. When someone tells you not to do something, you don't do it. Am I right?
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
It's when your boss tells you, "Hey, don't do this." You're not gonna go, "Oh shit, well maybe I should do this." Especially when you don't need to at all, and when it's I don't know.
That's just saddening. I don't know what happened. It's been a bad year for Joey. It
It's
really
been a
has.
bad year in general.
That's true.
2016 has been shit.
We're not gonna go over 2016 for right now. We'll get there for probably.
That's our next.
Black.
That's our next podcast, and then we'll do our favorite matches of the year and whatnot. For Superstar.
Of course.
I don't know if I'm going to be doing just WWE or because I feel like if I do every single company and every match ever in 2016, it's going to be a long fucking list.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen a lot of New Japan lately, which is really weird.
Did you see the what was the show? Not Power Stroke, but the one that had Shibata, Kyle O'Reilly, Kenny Omega and Goto rematch.
Was it?
And Okada and Nara Fujiwama, or whatever the hell that guy's name is.
It wasn't King of Pro Wrestling, was it?
It might have been.
Either way, I haven't seen it.
Anyways, that's probably one of the best shows of the year in general, and anything. Besides maybe PWG Night 2, it's probably one of the best.
That's like their SummerSlam, isn't it?
I think so. I don't know how New Japan works. I know they're in Sumo Hall, I think it was. I think.
I don't know. I honestly don't remember.
I
need to go back and see all of this.
But did we talk about Wrestle Kingdom last time?
No.
No. Well, the two matches have been set. Kenny Omega versus Okada.
Of course.
Which should be fantastic. I think I might just stay up that late if I'm not working the next day. I might just.
It's so hard.
It's going to be so hard. It's going to be terrible. I'm going to hate myself.
It's Monday morning.
Oh, it's a Monday?
It's always on Mondays, right? No, wait, no. It's always on January 4th. That's right. Okay, so
it'd be a Sunday. It'd be Sunday morning.
No,
wouldn't it?
It's actually going to be a Wednesday.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Why?
Because that's how it goes, homie. It's always on the fourth.
It always is. Why? Oh, wow. Okay.
Uh,
I thought it was gonna be on a Sunday. Jesus Christ.
uh. I think the other year was like on a Tuesday. Probably last year, to be honest.
Remember one time they only had like 11,000 people, like only 4 years ago.
And now, look where we at.
Now it sells out in like instant.
Every
Uh,
time.
yeah, and Tanahashi versus Naito for the IC title.
Tanahashi better lose that. I'm being totally serious.
Oh yeah, Naito is great.
As far as people go in terms of like popularity right now, Naito's probably the most over. And that's saying something.
Yeah, Naito. Well, the thing is, I like Tanahashi,
Hmm.
and the guy is so good for how riddled with injuries he is.
All of them are probably.
Yeah, I mean, like Tanahashi especially. He's been known to have just injury after injury. He always has injury problems. It seems like, but especially lately, it's been pretty bad, I guess. So now he can't really do a lot of the things that he used to do.
Hmm.
In his last match against Sonata, I think it was his singles match. He did like a high fly flow off the apron or off the top rope onto the outside, which is like
Hmm.
the most crazy thing he can do now.
Of course.
But like but like even with his limited skill, even though he's limited with injuries, he's still fucking one of the best in the world. It's
For
crazy.
sure. It's just an absolute king of wrestling. At least it
Well,
used to be. Right now, I think he's on that path of like, I feel like he's toning it down a little bit, which is good. But I don't know. He's definitely been one of the biggest names in wrestling for a very long time.
and I think Okada is taking his spot now.
And he's not main eventing this time around, which is a
No,
very rare deal.
it is, and it's kind of a cool. Well, I remember some people saying maybe Tanahashi and Naito will go on last, but that probably won't happen. I don't think so. That would make
I
sense.
think they actually did go with that vote thing, didn't they? The fan vote?
I
And a
think
lot of
so.
them were going for Omega and Okada.
I think so. I hope they go with
So
that.
it should. It definitely should. They have done it before where they've done an Intercontinental like that, though.
They
But
have.
yeah, it's main evented before. I think it was with Nakamura and Tanahashi.
Oh, well, that match is something. I mean, like, I don't know. Your first, you can make history with like your first Westerner since 2006 to main event of Wrestle Kingdom. You can make
Yep,
history, but and the last one was Brock Lesnar, so
exactly.
that tells you something. Okay, so anything else we need to talk about? UFC? You want to talk about Conor McGregor or 205? Did you watch
205 was hype.
205 was crazy. The 205 was crazy.
205 was pretty hype. It
Yeah.
went exactly how you expected it.
God, did
um,
every Eddie Alvarez get killed?
that was shocking.
That was
I remember seeing that Instagram post a couple days ago after it, and he was saying that he just went completely against the grain and he didn't do anything that he trained for,
yeah.
which is saddening because Chandler, from looking at what he's did in his past and coming up to here, is a really cool achievement. But that's really sad that he actually did that.
Damn, I don't. In the Chris, God, who was it? Chris Weidman that got kneed in the face.
Yeah, sadly, that was also really depressing.
God, I remember watching it live and I just shit my pants. Like Jesus Christ, that was crazy.
He's the main guy that I wanted to win too. Out of
Yeah.
everyone, period, I think I wanted Whiteman to win the most.
And what works with him, he's a New York boy, and they can always because they're coming back to the New York in March, I think it is, to the Barclays Center.
Yeah, they'll
So
be in Albany in December too, I think.
yeah, so they wanted him to be a big kind of like face heel or not heel, cheered guy for New York. And every time they
Hmm.
go to New York, but now they kind of hard to do that now with Yoel Romero winning.
It's really shameful.
But
And now
man,
Bisping is just going to go crazy,
oh
as
yeah,
usual.
it's
Steroid
gonna
allegations out the wazoo.
probably. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Misha Tate retiring.
Which I'm not mad at. I didn't expect it to happen immediately. And she even said it was because of the result, but I mean, lately it has been a really bad slope.
Wouldn't surprise me if she came back. just because she might have went off with might have just said that with too much emotion after the fight. You know.
I don't know. I don't know. She easily could have lost the last 3 fights, but she got away with that title. I don't want to
Yeah.
say she got away with it because she definitely survived and she had obviously held her own, but she was probably not going to win that if it went to the decision.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. I even said like if that probably Home would have just stayed, would have just survived, she would have been fine. But
Exactly.
and then they announced Ronda for the title, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
They
should
announced
be
that a while ago.
on a Friday though, on the 30th, right? I think so. That's a weird time to do a UFC pay-per-view on a
That's
Friday.
crazy. I didn't even think of that.
It's on a Friday, yeah. Which you probably won't do as much buys as you would on a Saturday.
hmm I mean, it is going to be right on the day before New Year's Eve, though, so it might be all right.
Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. And then is there anything else we need to talk about before we get into Takeover Toronto?
Not that I know of. I don't think so.
All
I
right.
really haven't been seeing any of the Dusty Rhodes Classic. That also could be going into Takeover as well. So
Well, yeah, I haven't watched any NXT really, which kind of sucks. But I mean, I don't know. I don't care.
this card is great, though.
Yeah, this is a great card. Unfortunately, I'll be missing it. I'll watch it after. But this should be a great card. We have TM61 versus the Authors of Pain for the finals of the Dusty Road Tag Team Classic. I think Authors of Pain win. I think so.
Probably, more than likely. I think it's a fair deal, and with Ellering on top suspended, I think that's a pretty good move to make for them.
Um,
The one thing I'm glad about is the fact that it's actually tag teams too. I'm not mad at the fact that Balor and Joe won last year, but it was kind of strange that it was like tag teams weren't really getting over.
well, it was to set up a rivalry, and they did a good job
Yeah.
at it, I guess. So, yeah, and then we have, let's see here, then we have Bobby Roode versus the Perfect 10 Ty Dillinger.
I'm assuming this is opening the show.
I assume so too. Two Canadian boys.
I really wanted to see this too, but I might miss it. That might be the one match I missed too, which would be so crappy.
I'll be missing this whole thing.
I know. I'd like to think that Dillinger's going to win. He needs a big win at some point.
He might. Well, I don't know, because I think they're gonna have Bobby Roode take the title off Nakamura. I think, and to whenever Nakamura goes up, which we'll talk about that later. But I think that they're gonna have Bobby Roode take the title off Nakamura just because of how fucking over he is.
Yeah.
Good lord, is this man over?
That entrance is never going away.
That entrance is
Ever.
the best entrance ever.
Ever, ever, ever. It's not going away.
Well, actually, yeah, it's pretty great, and Ty Dillinger is pretty great as well.
I'm really loving how he's getting some exposure now. I didn't really think he would like kind of get behind anyone in this because it seemed like at first it was really, really going slow, but out of nowhere it just kind of clicks.
Yeah.
Which is really good. It's always good when that happens in NXT.
Yeah. But I think Bobby Roode wins.
Oh, gosh darn it.
Bobby Roode has my pick.
Fine.
All
You
right.
can have like some battle royal and just have him win. Or have him win down the road.
Yeah, but Ty Dillinger's the Tyler Breeze of NXT.
Oh gosh darn, don't say that.
He is though.
No!
This man hasn't won a single takeover event. Neither did Tyler Breeze. Well, I think Tyler Breeze actually won one, so Tyler Breeze is better.
That makes me think that this is actually going to be like really bad for Ty on the main roster, which I'm scared of. Just by saying that alone. Even though Breeze is getting into it now with Fandango, I think he is.
The Fashion Police.
That's really interesting.
My boy.
I don't know how this ended up happening, but it's happening.
They're the most beautiful tag team ever.
Of course.
Then where did this go? Best 2 out of 3 falls match for the NXT Tag Team Championships. You have Gargano and Ciampa versus the Revival. This should be awesome. If it was anything like their Brooklyn match, this should be awesome.
It's probably gonna be match of the night.
Uh,
I'm
the
assuming.
the last 2 out of 3 falls with the Revival, they did one with American Alpha on NXT TV. Forget what date it was, but that match was fantastic.
It's gonna
And
be so good.
I mean, these two. I mean, their one at Brooklyn was, I mean, top 15 match of the year type match. I mean, this should be great.
hmm It's gonna be awesome.
But who do you think's going to win, TR?
I really don't want the Revival to win this, but I feel like they will, and they're gonna push Ciampa and Gargano up.
I think that Revival wins. I'm picking the Revival,
hmm
and Ciampa turns on Gargano.
Oh man,
I don't want to see it. They've been teasing this for so long, right? I don't. Every time, and Gargano's going to cost them the match, and every time they lose, it's Gargano that costs them the match.
that's true.
So Gargano is going to cost the match again, and Gargano's going to give him the powerbomb lung blower, whatever you want to call it, and it's gonna start a feud with those two, I guess.
I'd like to think that does happen, and they actually do go up in the cruiserweights, and I would hope that it goes on SmackDown instead of Raw.
We'll talk about that when we talk about Survivor Series, though, for sure.
Of course.
But yeah, this should be great. This should be just fantastic match. The Canadian, I keep on forgetting with the Survivor Series and Takeover, the Canadian crowd should just be going crazy,
Bonkers.
bonkers for like just everything on this show.
Literally everything.
Um, yeah. So Gargano and Ciampa, I think they're going to lose to Revival. So let's move on. Women's Championship match. We have Mickie James making her WWE return against Asuka for the NXT Women's Championship. This is just buying time for Ember Moon.
Yeah,
Asuka's winning.
precisely. I think it's going to be the easiest pick, probably of the weekend, to be honest.
Yeah, that's for sure. But this should be it'd be interesting. I have not seen Mickie James wrestle in a while. It's been a good minute, as the kids would say.
We haven't, good lord, we haven't seen her since she was pushed off into those trains with James Storm, right? I don't think we have. In TNA.
Oh, I never watched. I did watch her in TNA, kind of, but not much.
She was literally pushed into train tracks and assumed dead after a train ran her over. It's literally happened in TNA.
When? What year?
I don't know. It might have been 2 years ago.
I know they were originally going to do Trish Stratus versus Asuka, but Trish got pregnant.
Yeah. And again, I think I've said this before, but I think this is a better idea. It
Well,
would have got a lot of heat on Asuka, but it would have been really interesting.
this would have been. I think it would have been, as far as fans and as far as just an overall reaction.
Mhm.
I think Trish would have gone. Trish would have been better because she's from Canada in her hometown. It probably would have sold out the building.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still 3,000 seats left or something like that left in the building. I don't know. Are they in the same building as Survivor Series will be?
Yeah, the ACC.
Okay, I know. I heard that they're going to tarp up some of the seats because
It's a big arena.
It's a big arena, yeah.
Definitely.
So I think if you would have gotten Trish Stratus, you probably would have sold out the place. But still, like Mickie James is a good. If you're not going to have Trish Stratus, oh my God. Sorry, PWG just tweeted. Hold on.
Oh, this is interesting. Some news.
PWG return on Friday, December 16th. So that's in a month. Exactly a month of the day. Wow, that's good timing.
A lot of people are assuming that, or it might not be a lot of people assuming, but I'm thinking that it could very well be DDT4, which is what I'm hoping it is.
Probably. They already did All-Star Weekend this year, which was really fast. Normally they do it at the end of the year.
They did it twice, actually.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
Well,
11,
11 happened in December, released in like January or something like that, earlier this year. And then 12 happened in March and wasn't released till like fucking June. Because, you know. But yeah, no, yeah. Anyways, PWG.
If you're down for getting some PWG DVDs and Blu-rays, by the way. And the Blu-ray is lit. Oh, wait, hold on. We just got another one.
Marty Scurll takes on Zack Sabre Jr. for the PWG World Title.
Yep.
December.
There it is.
That was kind of expected. Although I thought Marty Scurll, didn't he sign a deal with ROH?
He did just now, yeah.
Wasn't it an exclusive deal though?
Yeah, but I think that's still cool. I think ROH and PWG are still cool. They should be.
Well,
After
yeah,
all that Red Dragon's been doing.
yeah, and fucking Young Bucks. Because
Yeah,
remember when
exactly.
the Young Bucks signed, they had a thing before the Young Bucks signed with ROH. They had a thing where they had an exclusivity deal where you couldn't go to PWG. You could only go to like New Japan or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And now they it's a that a I think when the Young Bucks signed, they changed that. So, anyways, we got sidetracked. NXT Takeover Toronto. Yeah, so Mickey James is winning.
No,
No,
that's not
God,
what you
what the
said.
fuck did I just say? Jesus Christ, Asuka's winning. Mickey James is losing,
Mm-hmm.
and Samoa Joe versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the NXT Takeover title. No, the NXT title. Um, I just want to say this: Joe better, if Joe loses, he better fucking get called up.
Immediately.
What the fuck else has he got to do? And look at him, like he's doing like his best. He is such a great heel. Oh
Literally 24 hours from now, he should get in there
yes,
and move into SummerSlam.
in these Survivor Series.
Right, yeah, sure.
I
Yeah.
actually, we'll see. I kind of want to. I kind of want to save this theory till we get to Survivor Series with Joe, because I remember somebody brought it up. I forget where I saw it, but it's probably not going to happen. What I'm going to say, but it'd be really nice if it did. So their idea was, I'll just say it now. Their idea was is that Joe would lose to at NXT Takeover Toronto, and then he would interfere in the Goldberg Brock match and set up a feud with Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what JR said, actually.
Oh, did JR say that?
I think so.
I don't know. I saw it. I remember seeing it on Twitter somewhere or on Facebook or whatever. But if that happened, I would shit my pants. No, would Joe survive that? I don't know, but that's a match that people have been just craving to see for a long time now. Ever since Joe came in.
That would be one heck of a match. I think anything with a bigger guy that's actually legitimate would be ridiculous for Lesnar.
Oh yeah, Joe's a legitimate threat.
Yeah.
Whether you call him fat or not, he is a legitimate threat. More of a threat than Kevin Owens would be, and I love
That's
Kevin
what I was
Owens.
gonna say too. Yeah.
I love my KO, but yeah, no, Nakamura is most likely winning, and if Joe wins, then what the fuck?
We're
Nick,
going straight back to the well then. Or Nakamura's coming up, which would be really strange.
well, supposedly Nakamura is staying for a while, which is so stupid. Just get these
Yeah.
guys to the main roster. They're 36. Who gives a shit if your fucking NXT is good? Like I said last time, if you're in baseball and your minor league team has like one of the best players in the world, and you keep them on the minor league team just because you want to make your minor league team better, that's stupid. That's just fucking stupid. You bring them to
Like,
your you bring them to your team, like you. Anyways, who you think Nakamura's gonna win? Yeah.
yeah, definitely, yeah. It just has to happen. I think it's really simple.
Let's hope he doesn't dislocate Joe's jaw again.
No guarantees on that.
God. Uh, God. Yeah. And that's it for Takeover. We went by that faster than we normally do.
Yeah, right.
And this next only has 6 matches. Boy, oh boy.
I think this will take a while for us to talk about this one, to be honest.
Maybe. There's no pre-show matches or anything yet. Probably will
Not
be one announced.
not at the moment though, which is interesting.
Only 6 matches for a 4-hour show. It's pretty cray
I mean,
it's
again, that
better.
would. Oh snap! Hold on a second. I just saw this too. Gosh darn it! See, now it just derailed me again.
What happened?
We didn't talk about the Undertaker coming back.
I was gonna save that for the 5-man
Why?
because he's kind of a part of it. Isn't he?
No, he's not.
Well, he's not a part of it, but he was a big part of the ending segment with all 5 of the SmackDown guys.
So was Stephanie McMahon. Move on.
Okay, it's not a SmackDown. Okay, is Undertaker full time? Do we know about this? Is this?
That's what I was going to say, too. It
Is
sounded
he?
like it.
I hope he is for his last
It
run.
sounded like it. I was wondering why he had the surgery, and I was like, maybe that's why. To kind of get it ready already.
Maybe this is his last run until WrestleMania. He must have one last run.
He's not letting WrestleMania define him, so I'm like, okay. That's interesting.
Well, I think they're going to do AJ versus Taker at Rumble.
I really like that idea a lot. If you can't get AJ and Shawn, that's one way to get out there.
Yeah, and what fucking Taker? I think he might even be from San Antonio, or I know he's from Texas.
Definitely.
So, I mean, like, it's great. I think it's great. Although the only worry, I saw a theory about the same thing. They're gonna have AJ versus Taker at Rumble, and then they're gonna do fucking the Undertaker win, and have Undertaker versus Cena at Mania. And then Cena would get and it'd be that match that they always wanted, and Cena would get his 16th title, which in theory is fine, but like AJ's such a good champ, I don't want to see him lose to the Undertaker, and I think it should be AJ versus Cena at Mania, and I think that's what they're doing. I don't think they're gonna do oh my God, Kevin Durant.
We're getting so derailed in this thing.
Kevin Durant's at a Kanye West concert.
I'm not shocked about that.
He's in the mosh pit with people. He's going crazy. God damn, he could get stabbed. Anyways, so Undertaker. I hope Undertaker doesn't take the title from AJ. I'm honestly, it's the first time that I'm going to say that I would rather have Cena versus AJ at Mania and have Cena win the title than Undertaker versus Cena. But then again, what is Undertaker going to do?
He can still face somebody, I'm sure.
Orton?
I don't know who.
Maybe he wants to face Orton again.
No, not.
I mean, I don't want it, but
I really hope not. I do think that AJ, as much as I love him, should lose to Cena at some point too, though. There's still a lot of animosity there, and AJ's only won both of them.
Yeah, exactly. And AJ's going to lose to Cena at WrestleMania.
Probably. I really don't want that, though. I just want AJ to always win, to be honest.
Oh, I want AJ to be champion too, but like if you're going to lose the title, I think I'm honestly completely okay with it.
Yeah.
And you're not.
Move on.
Yes, he's not okay with it. Although I'm picturing it now. AJ goes for a Pele kick, Undertaker reverses it into a tombstone.
Oh, good lord.
You see these ideas? I could be a fucking agent.
He tries to do that backflip DDT off the ropes and gets pulled back up for the tombstone as well.
Oh my God. Well, he doesn't do that anymore, unfortunately.
I thought he did it in the last match with Ambrose.
Did he? I didn't notice. I didn't notice. Honestly, though, speaking of that, I'm more excited for TLC than I am Survivor Series. But that's just
I'm really interested about this show.
I mean, I really want to see Dean versus AJ in a TLC match.
Which is already confirmed.
Yeah, which should be fucking lit, as the kids would say.
Mental.
As
you're still a kid.
Well, the kids. Well, I don't feel like one. Alright, fine. But look, Morrow last night. God damn, Morrow, you gotta calm down. Alright. Last night he's like, this is SmackDown 900. It's about to be L-I-T. I was like, what the fuck, Morrow?
I'm down with him saying it's lit, to be honest, because this is my favorite thing in the world. He doesn't have to say it's L-I-T, though. He really doesn't.
So funny, though.
Oh, my goodness.
Alright, so let's get into Survivor Series. In Toronto, Canada, we have the WWE Cruiserweight Champion, the Brian Kendrick, versus Kalisto, who botches. If Kalisto wins, SmackDown Live gets the entire Cruiserweight division. Entire. I think Kalisto's winning.
I do, too.
It only makes sense whether it's a 205 Live, right?
Exactly. And that's also why I want Ciampa and Gargano to go. just have a kind of a B type of feud. They don't have to go for the title just yet. They just have to have a really compelling feud, which they would have as long as it's on SmackDown. So I hope it happens.
So, well, like, I always thought that they should have the Cruiserweight division on SmackDown because it'd be treated better.
Yep.
But obviously they didn't do that because they need 3 hours of time for, for fucking Raw. But this is where the Cruiserweight should be. They should be on SmackDown. They should be on 205 Live. And, yeah, it should be. I hope Kalisto wins. I just hope he doesn't botch.
That was so awkward. I saw the botches yesterday. That's shameful.
Like, I want to like him, but, man, oh
He's
man,
goofing him up for himself.
it's kind of hard for me to start liking him after, as as he just keeps on botching. It makes me hard to like him.
Yes.
Then we have Team Raw versus Team SmackDown 10-on-10 traditional Survivor Series tag team elimination match. Who do you think's winning this one? These the women's and the tag teams are really, you could pick either one, doesn't matter.
I disagree because I'm sticky with I think exactly the same formula that I had for months now.
Go ahead.
I've already spoiled all of them. I have SmackDown winning this one.
Go on.
I think the club's going to turn on Raw. They really don't care, and they spoiled it themselves. And I think that's just going to be the case in this one.
But if all these fucking tag team matches are gonna have people turning on each other, then what the fuck? Why do I want to see the same match 3 times? Excuse me.
This is definitely not going to happen in a women's match. I don't think it will happen. I think they're definitely
the whole storyline on
both sides.
The whole storyline on for both teams is that both teams don't the teams don't like each other.
That's for each show. I mean, that's for each match, but like, I think it's much worse on Raw than it is SmackDown.
Oh yeah, it's not compelling. Like, why would I want to give a shit if I don't know. But God, I don't know who I'm gonna pick.
And again, I'm going strictly based off of what the club literally said on TV. So it's like, what can I do? I fully expect them to do it. I expect this to open a show as well, but
Team Raw, sure. Why not? Team Raw.
All right. We already differ. I'm really happy about this so far.
Then the women's match.
Mm-hmm.
Who you got?
I've got Raw on that one, and I also still think Bayley's going to come out sole survivor.
Bayley, oh, won't you be my girl? I remember people shitting on that crowd. Fuck you. The crowd's having fun. You complain about crowds being dead as fuck all the time, but as soon as a crowd actually starts caring and is having a good time,
for someone who needs it,
yeah. Like what?
I'm not saying that Bayley is bad by any means, but Bayley needs any type of reaction for faces. Bayley should have it.
It's an actual face getting an actual reaction. Unlike
genuine face.
Like, they don't know how to do faces now. Like, all their heels are so they do their heels right, but my god. Like, they don't ever like this whole Seth Rollins thing. Like, is he a face? Is he a heel? Who the fuck knows?
No clue at all.
You never know. Wait, they can't just go full babyface on him. I don't get it. Anyways. So yeah, I'll go Raw on this one.
And I don't think they've actually given her, like, the true confirmation that she's the underdog. She went in against Nia Jax, she lost, and that's true, but nothing has come of that afterwards.
Did I say Team SmackDown on the last one?
You said Team Raw.
Oh, I meant to say SmackDown.
Okay, just make sure.
Okay, yeah, SmackDown. But yeah, Bayley, I'll agree with you. Why not? And then the Intercontinental Championship match. The Miz versus Sami Zayn. Unfortunately, it's a fucking Miz. Couldn't be Dolph Ziggler. You couldn't have a match of the year quality kind of match. Fuck no.
That's also what I think is just going to be the confirmation of the story as well.
What?
I think Zayn's winning.
Oh wow.
I think Zayn's winning. I think it's only fair too if we're picking Kalisto, if we're switching titles like that.
That's one minor title. I don't know. I don't see the Intercontinental Champion leaving. I think the Miz wins.
Interesting. I think that's also just like it's a great justification that you could trade Miz for whatever as well. I think that's completely fair. Or I wouldn't be shocked. Well, actually, I would be shocked now that everything's over. I don't think they're going to turn it into a triple threat at the last second. I don't think they will. But it would be a great story if Daniel Bryan's proven right and Miz just loses for SmackDown. So I hope it happens.
Yeah.
I don't know if it will, but we'll see.
Anyways, then we'll move on to the 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series men's elimination match. Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. I have Team SmackDown.
I do too, actually. It was really shocking.
Mm-hmm.
But I do too. I'd like to think that I know we were talking about everyone interrupting each other. I wouldn't be shocked if Owens turned on Reigns here.
Well, of course he's a fucking heel.
I wouldn't be shocked. The rumor is that they'll go against each other at Roadblock. I think that's a great way to set it up.
The teams, the arena already announced for the Universal title.
Oh yeah, the arena's is freaking savage for announcing some matches. Not even that one. It was even more than that.
Why?
I have no clue.
Why can't they just calm down and not spoil?
We've already been through these 2 pay-per-view months things. Like, you gotta know that you can't announce any of these things. Come on, man. It's so simple. It really is.
I don't like these arenas that do that. They piss me off.
But yeah, I totally see that happening. And I wouldn't be shocked if Steph even gave Roman a title shot since they cost him the match. I wouldn't be shocked about that.
Well, Seth Rollins still has a shot. Isn't that what he said?
I don't remember.
He said something that Stephanie exchanged for me being on the team.
I don't know. It would make sense if he systematically just took out Jericho. I would assume.
Although, what doesn't make sense is Seth blaming Stephanie still doesn't believe her for what happened with Triple H. And yet, oh yeah, I'll join your team.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I don't know if it's just patriotism on Raw. I guess that's what it could be, but it is very strange.
It's stupid. That's what that is.
I will say this, though. Really looking forward to this match.
This match should be best out of all 3 of the 5-on-5.
Most definitely. We got so many possibilities in this match, and it's really interesting with Shane throwing in the mix, too.
I just want to see a full match between Seth and AJ.
Yeah, of course. I think we might get that at some point. I'd like to think so.
Or AJ versus Kevin, because AJ versus Kevin is a pay-per-view main event caliber match, and yet they gave it away on SmackDown and Raw, and it was like an 8-minute match for both of them.
It was going to be screwed up when Seth and AJ start off the match, and Kevin Owens just blind tags Seth to take him out. So just hype it up.
Just to be like, yeah, no. We still never got to see Cesaro versus AJ.
Nope, that never happened.
They did that on the house show, I believe.
Maybe a trade? I still think this trade thing might happen.
I know. Well, did you watch the State of the WWE Universe last night? Or Monday night?
Sadly, I did. Brian killed it.
My God, Brian does not give a fuck. Mick Foley, it was funny. So I guess they didn't have a script, and every time somebody got offended, they'd answer back with a shoot. And then the other person would answer back with a work. It's like, what's going on? It was so, remember they even said, Mick Foley was like, why don't you have Natalia as your leader of the group? And they can't just say, well, Vince is a stupid fuck, and he's the one that booked it. No, they can't say that, so they have to come up with a logical reason she lost the match. And when Mick Foley brought up fucking Daniel Bryan did this because he was forced to, and he didn't deny it.
Mm-hmm.
He did not deny it. He's like, yeah, I'm here because I'm supposed to. And he's like, he even mentions Cesaro wishes she was there, Sami Zayn.
You're missing Claudio, actually.
Yeah, you did call him Claudio. That's right. And you mentioned TNA,
Yup.
which
That
was
was my favorite part.
Brian gives no fucks, and it's great. It's great.
It's so good.
He's the best for a reason. Um. Anyways, what else? And we just have the main event, don't we?
How did we get this in an hour? I
That
don't know how
is
this.
so surprising. How is this possible? We didn't have much to talk about, I guess. I don't know.
It's a
We
4 hour show, and then we
just
talked about Takeover with that too, and still did it within an hour.
well, granted, there's not as many matches as there been.
I know. It's usually like two more, but it would only be like the pre-show and whatever other match would be in there.
Yeah, but well, okay. With SummerSlam, there was like 10 matches. With
True.
WrestleMania, there was like 10 matches. And what should help with this, you can do a 4 hour show and it will work, but when you have 20 matches on a show, it doesn't work. And I think that's what hurt WrestleMania and fucking SummerSlam. And also, by the way, I wonder what they're gonna do for the stage.
True. I don't know.
I was thinking that what they're gonna do for SmackDown and Raw when they're in Glasgow, they were just gonna combine the two.
This was a great set.
Which was a great set, but they used it for Raw and SmackDown. If they used that for SummerSlam, I'll kind of be disappointed. If they didn't use that for Raw and SmackDown, I'd be like, oh, okay, they just combined the two. I like that. That's a good idea. But
Mm-hmm. I don't
but
know. It'll be interesting.
but now I'm disappointed.
It also has to be something that kind of messes with NXT stage too, because they always get some type of like mix.
Well, done with Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Not with Brooklyn though.
yeah, because Brooklyn really didn't have like it was modified, but it wasn't exactly what SummerSlam was.
No. So yeah. And then we just have the main event: Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg.
There's no doubt that Brock's winning, right?
Oh, of course.
Unless there's some run-in.
Unless there's an interference, there's always people saying Shane's going to interfere, set up the match in Mania, which I don't think it's Shane. Supposedly Undertaker and The Rock are advertised for Mania, and I think I said this last time on the podcast. I think it's Brock and Rock. I
That'd be
think
dope, though.
you just gotta do that match. It's been a match that they've been hyping up. I mean, again, remember they were going to do that for 31, wasn't it? I think
I think
no,
so.
no 30. I think it was 30. Whenever after, yeah, it was 29 because they did a Rock versus Cena, and Rock was gonna do and Rock pretty much tore every fucking bone and muscle in his body.
That's why I'm worried for this match too, if that happens.
Yeah, but they were gonna set up a match between the next night for Brock and Rock and next Mania or at a SummerSlam or so. I think it was the next Mania, which would have been 30, which obviously we know what happened with Brock and Taker. So this is the match they've had planned for almost 3 years now, and 2 years, but 3 years by Mania rolls around. So I think that's what they're gonna do. They might do Brock versus Shane, but my God, who would give a less of a fuck?
To be honest, it would kind of make sense if Shane did interfere in this match, though, because the last time Shane and Brock were even in the same arena was SummerSlam.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just worried. Honestly, they've done the best build for any of these matches, and the best things they've done on TV is with Brock and Goldberg.
Mm-hmm.
Brock is
Except that one promo for Heyman.
yeah, except for that one thing, but everything else has been fantastic, and that's surprising because I was worried about this.
Are you excited generally for this match, though?
I'm interested. I don't know what to expect. I'm only looking forward to see how Goldberg's gonna do. Really, I'm looking forward to the match just to see how Goldberg is gonna do. I mean, after 12 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's just gonna
He
be
still looks like
interesting.
he's in alright shape.
He looks like he's in God. He looks like in better shape than fucking Brock.
Yeah.
Brock looks like a fucking farmer.
I mean, well.
He is, but I mean,
Yes.
it's really showing. You couldn't really tell with fucking with him before. But yeah, Brock's winning.
Yeah, for sure. I don't really see anything else happening.
Um, I guess this is a one and done for Goldberg, but I kind of hope it isn't. We'll just see how it goes. We'll see how the match goes. If the match goes good, I mean everything so far has gone good. But if the
Mm-hmm.
match goes good, then we'll probably could see Goldberg again.
Which would be impressive.
Yeah. I just wish Brock. I don't know. I don't know what I gotta say about Brock. I like Brock a lot. Brock's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I think I've said that before.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Even now, he's so good, but man, his suplex stuff is getting old,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
I'm really worried that it's just gonna just die on Sunday.
it very well could. I mean, I don't really know. Again, like, I don't know what they could do as a game plan for this match because I don't expect it to be just a straight suplex match at all.
You gotta be a fight. It's gotta be a
It has
fight.
to be.
It
So I
has.
expect them to go at least a little bit further than just that, but I'm not sure how this is going to go. Really interested. Just based on that alone. There's not even promos, to be honest.
Man, I don't know. I It's gonna be an interesting match, to say the
Very
least.
interesting. Very interesting.
Um, I'm I'm hoping it's good. They can really do. I don't see this going 15, 20 minutes. That's the
It kind
thing.
of has to, though, doesn't it? With this, the way this card is set up,
Maybe 15 at the most.
there might be some shenanigans.
Probably 10 or 11. But I mean, hey, it could. I remember we were thinking the same thing with Undertaker and Brock at SummerSlam. Because the last time we saw Undertaker, he was a fucking pile of bones.
Yeah.
But that match actually wasn't that bad until the fucking finish happened.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe something like that can happen.
We'll see.
It's just
Well,
gonna
definitely
be
interesting.
it's gonna be interesting. And I mean, the thing is, Goldberg's getting in there with a guy like Brock. Brock injures people.
Yeah.
This is what the man does.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll see though. We shall see. But is there anything else we talk? I feel like I missed something. What?
I don't know.
Did I miss something?
Not to my knowledge.
No. Wow.
I can't think of anything.
Oh man. Well, that's Survivor Series
How about that?
and NXT Takeover. We did this in under an hour.
That's really shocking. Seriously. Even with the intro, too. How in the world?
Man, I don't know. This is the weird. This is a weird episode. We normally take our time. Well, we did take. Thing is, I felt like we went into detail with everything too. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, that's the weird part.
Like normally, if we did this, I'd be like, oh, I missed something. Probably should talk about this. But no, what's going on?
I don't know.
Are we okay? Is there something wrong with us?
Probably.
Well, I already know there's something wrong with me, but.
I don't know. I'm freaking out.
Anyways, do you have any videos or anything you're making that you want to plug?
I haven't put out the Survivor Series card yet, which is really weird. And speaking of weird, the video is weird too. Because this
Uh-oh.
audio is about to be interesting.
Oh, no.
I went really, 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 really experimental with the cell video. This is going to be even more experimental.
Excuse me?
But not to the, like, effort and point of what I did with the cell video, if that makes sense.
Boy, oh boy. I haven't been making anything. I'll just say that. Actually, I did. I want to say this. Last night, me and my friends did a 2 hour and 50-minute podcast.
Good lord.
Yeah.
About what?
We were talking about all 10 of the Project Cinema videos that we have made on the MV Zone.
For that long? How?
Yeah. We went through each and every single one, reviewed each and every single part.
What?
Yeah.
It's only 10 videos.
10 long 7-minute videos each, pretty much, almost.
Still?
Hey, listen, we talked about it a lot, and we went into a lot of detail. We had a good conversation. It was actually a lot of fun. Although I
You
was
can talk for 10 minutes on each video, and you can get, what, 200? So, no, that makes sense, I guess. Never mind.
It was a long podcast, but I had a lot of fun. It was the only. I didn't expect it to go that long, but it didn't seem like it was that long. But man, I was tired afterwards.
I wonder why.
Man,
Goodness.
like we started at like 10:15. It ended at like 1:15.
Freaking heck.
It was crazy, but it was fun, and yeah, and I don't know, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna make an end of the year best matches video.
I will. I have to.
I probably will, but I don't know.
There's going to be some type of review. I need payback for how that review last year got taken down.
You got taken down?
Of course it got taken down. It was instantly taken down for the audio I use, apparently.
Hey, I got mine. Mine got a strike on my other channel, on my main channel that you saw, and then I uploaded my second one.
Mm-hmm.
And then some asshole stole the fucking video and put his name in.
Wow.
Like in the beginning where it says HEW presents his top 15 matches, he completely replaced that with some just like Spanish looking shit, and then put his fucking watermark in it. Like what the fuck kind of shit is that? My God, like that is complete douchebaggery stealing.
That's
Like,
disrespectful.
like even if he didn't even think that that was his favorite, like top 15 matches of that year, he still went, fuck it, I'll just steal this guy's video.
Right? That's still dumb as crap. Goodness.
It's an asshole. Anyways,
Freaking heck.
I'm just buying time. Anything else?
No. I got nothing. I honestly do.
I got nothing either. All right. Well, that's HW's podcast.
I'm freaking out right now. I'm being super honest.
Why are you freaking out?
Well, how did this happen?
Well, we can still talk. We can talk for another 5 minutes, and we'll be over an hour.
I just don't know. I can't hold it for that long, though. I can't. I stall really easily, but
You do
I'm
stall
just like,
easily.
I'm in a really bad, like, zone right now. I'm freaking out.
Why are you in a bad zone? Is there something going on?
It really doesn't seem right, though. It doesn't seem right. Something's wrong here.
Well, there's always something wrong. All right, it's the world. Donald Trump is our president. Okay.
I didn't see. I wanted so hard to not talk about him this entire hour.
Well, we didn't, and I just mentioned that real quickly.
You didn't have to mention it at all.
I said, I had to draw a fucking analogy. All right.
I disagree.
I've tried to ignore the fact that he is our president, but it's kind of hard to when literally every 2 seconds you go on fucking Twitter and Facebook, and nobody can stop talking about the fuck.
That's why we don't talk about it here.
Well, we did.
We do our part.
But we didn't talk about him. Calm down.
I'm not calming down.
You better calm down.
End the show. Don't even take us an hour. End the show.
I'm taking this over an hour. I'm even gonna keep in like the little intro before we even started this podcast.
I thought you would.
It's probably just gonna be a bunch of random bullshit that's gonna make no sense whatsoever when you're listening to it. But guess
What
what?
else makes sense on this show?
Nothing makes goddamn any fucking sense whatsoever.
Exactly. Like, it doesn't matter at all. End the show.
I don't want to. Alright. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys still enjoy. We'll see you before Roadblock. Bye. See, you made me say bye instead of have a good day.
That's
Douche.
your fault.
You make me sad.
I'm really sad right now anyway. It's okay.
Do you need a metaphorical hug?
I need food. That's what I need.
Alright, well
I
you
don't
go.
need anything.
Alright, well you go eat. Talk to you later. See ya.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I can't hang up on you. What the fuck?